on the pies.
How good's that? Oh, how good's that?
The presentations here have just finished, and I can confirm Ed Langdon has officially stopped holding on to Nick.
Oh, you sure?
So I can confirm he's not even on the ground anymore. It's the first time he hasn't been holding on to his shorts all day, pretty much. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's great news.
11-2, top of the ladder by 6 points. That was gritty. We knew the D's were going to make it hard for us as we see the boys just come around. Yeah, it was probably harder than we wanted it to be, but yeah, I think, mate, it was just the 4 points we had to get, mate, and I'm just glad we did.
It was. I mean, you're right. I think the D's probably had the better of the game, certainly in the second half. It was looking like for a long time there, we were saying it in game that we were going to get sucked into the long high kick, and May, Lever, Max Gawn, and apologies to the other young Melbourne defender down there who had a superb game, whose name escapes me, but they were superb in that facet all day. Listening to the preview through the week with you and Adrian, Nico, we knew that Cozzy Pickett was going to have an influence on this game as well. He bobbed up at some really crucial time, as did Bailey Fritz, but as you said, the really, really good sides, we find a way to win ugly, and win ugly we did today. And I think this win going into the bye is just absolutely massive for us. Obviously it sets up the rest of our season beautifully, and I absolutely love beating these pricks. They are the biggest bunch of sooks of all time, and I'm so happy. I'm going home with a smile and they're not, so go Pies.
They're going to the snow. Two players I want to mention just quickly. I think Jeremy Howe and Isaac Quainer were by far our best defenders today. The way they were just attacking the footy and the way they were able to keep their opponents pretty well held. I mean, Cozzy's an exception, of course, but yeah, I just felt like they set the tone for us in that area of the ground, and I was just really impressed. I think, you know, Darcy Moore and Billy Frampton had probably dirty days.
The boys go off the ground.
Yeah, but I just feel like those two really stood tall when required and had some pretty crucial moments along the way, mate. So,
they did, and most impressive with Isaac's game today as well is his cleanliness, I thought, throughout the game. It's probably the only thing that he's missed up until this point of the season. So if the rest of the season looks like that, as it did today for Isaac Quainer, it's going to be absolutely huge for us. And he stepped up, as did Jeremy Howe, in the absence. Not in the absence, I should say, but when others had perhaps a little bit more of a quiet game.
Josh Daicos, Neil Danaher trophy. Yeah, I mean, we know what his disposal's like out of the defensive 50, he got plenty of it. But what you mentioned throughout the game, Jack, again, we spoke about it with Jezza and IQ, his attack on the footy was just incredible. And not something we usually see from Josh, so I was really impressed that he was able to get that opportunity, and he took it with both hands.
He absolutely did. It's probably my biggest gripe and my biggest criticism of him up until this point in his career is his inability to really just put his head over the ball and attack it at 100 million miles an hour, which is not everyone's forte, but today Josh showed that he's got that in his game. And again, just like IQ, if he can keep that cleanliness, keep that attack on the footy, we are a much, much better side for it.
And look, credit to Melbourne, because, I mean, we spoke about how important Max Gawn was going to be in this game, and we got sucked in quite a bit and going down the line and giving him the advantage. I mean, DC I thought was serviceable, but just nowhere near the quality of Max, unfortunately, today. And he nearly won it for him off his own hands. He's marking down the ground. I don't know how many he ended up having, but it was just second to none. But yeah, I think for us to stand up in the crucial moments was pretty good. Now as the G starts to
quieten. Quick the G, doesn't it?
Aren't we, what, 70-odd thousand?
Yeah, so, I know. Yeah. Melbourne home game, probably would have got a few more if it was our home game, but no doubt a few of them watching from the ski resorts spread around the high country of Victoria there, and all the best to them. I can't imagine there'll be too many more games of footy that they'll be going to for the rest of the year.
Can't wait to play these guys again last round when we're securing top spot and they're getting themselves ready for next year. We'll wrap up there. We've got a big Tuesday pod, so we'll get that ready. The seagulls are flying everywhere here, so we'll wrap up. Also awesome to see so much in support for Neil Danaher and the Big Freeze. That's always a fantastic thing, so very grateful to play for this game, in this game every year, and some big support there, so we'll give that its due course as well tomorrow during the pod. But 11-2, baby.
Yeah, 11-2 going into the bye, Nico, and as you said, reiterate those points about MND. So blessed to be about part of this day. I feel like the Melbourne Footy Club do a really good job about promoting it alongside Neil Danaher, what an amazing human being he is. Deserves all the accolades that he has gotten, and hopefully this isn't the last time that we see him on this day as he continues to fight a really, really horrible disease. But shifting back to the Pies going to the bye, 11-2. If you had said that after we left opening round, who would have thought? But stoked nonetheless. So looking forward to a bit of a reset this week. No footy for the Pies next weekend, and then I think we're attacking the Saints on a Saturday night
at Marvel.
At Marvel.
All right, top of the ladder. We'll see you tomorrow. Go Pies.